Hi everyone, my name is Melissa van Dijk. In today's video, I want to talk about something I learned the hard way. What really happens when you try to tell people the truth about skincare. Because when I say you need to clean up your diet to heal your gut and make some long-term changes to your environment, most people lose interest almost immediately. It sounds too hard, too slow, or is simply too much effort. But when someone claims I cleared my skin in 7 days with this one product, suddenly everyone listens and clicks. That's exactly why so many influencers continue selling quick fixes. It's not because they work on your skin, but they work on your psychology. The truth is, most influencers don't live the same way as their audience. They are not stuck in eating the same cheap foods every day because they have no other option. They are not constantly exhausted, under pressure, or overwhelmed like many people are. Behind the scenes, a lot of them are carefully managing their health and appearance. They can afford private doctors, regular facials, and advanced treatments like cosmetic procedures, things that most people simply can't access. Some of them even became wealthy by selling fake solutions, and now they can afford the very best care money can buy. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with investing in your health or your skin. But what is wrong is pretending it all came from just that one serum, while hiding the real effort it took to look that way. So if you're doing all this behind the scenes to stay camera ready, at least be honest with your audience, because selling a fantasy and calling it effortless results isn't helping anyone. Now the truth is, a lot of these influencers already know what I had to learn the hard way. Most people don't actually want the real answer, and maybe they knew that from the very beginning. They didn't set out to help, they set out to sell. Because let's be honest, you can't keep pushing the same products and empty promises for years, pretending that they work unless you're either completely unaware or fully aware and doing this on purpose. But me, I didn't know that going in. I grew up believing that you should help others, not take advantage of what people don't know, and definitely not profit off their pain. Sometimes I wish that wasn't my mindset. Maybe if I had grown up in a different place, like where exploiting people for money is considered smart business, I wouldn't care either. But I do care, and that's why it still bothers me. I spent over a year digging into the real root causes of acne. I changed my own lifestyle, tested everything, and eventually solved it with diet and environment. I believe that if I would share what actually works, the real truth, it would matter to people. But here's what I found out. If I say this will take months of dietary changes and real lifestyle work, most people scroll away. They don't watch it, they don't click, they don't even want to hear it. But if I hold up a shiny new product with a big brand behind it and a massive profit margin, suddenly it gets thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of views. And I get it. People are looking for answers. But shouldn't they want answers that actually solve the problem? Sadly, many of them don't even realize that these quick fixes aren't real solutions. The internet is flooded with marketing lies, and it's reached a point where people believe the fake more than the truth. Search engines are packed with sponsored content pretending to be helpful advice. And AI tools now just summarize those same lies and make them sound even more convincing. The only thing that's missing at this point is that AI is selling you the product directly. But honestly, give it some time, it probably will. So what happens next? Well, they just keep giving people exactly what they're asking for. Fast results, easy promises, and the kind of quick rewards that feels good for a moment, even if it doesn't actually solve anything. And here's the thing, it's not just the influencers. A lot of the time it's the marketing agencies behind them, pulling the strings in the background. These agencies create new accounts, launch fresh channels, and recycle the same tactics over and over, just under different names. They started to look casual, almost like a friend filmed it with their phone. But it's completely intentional. Same message, same empty promises, just a new face and a slightly different tone to keep it feeling fresh. And it works. Because the algorithm rewards this kind of content now. It's built for profit, not for helping people or sharing the truth. So the marketing agencies buy fake views, flood videos with fake comments, and use bots to boost likes so that it appears popular. So when you see a video with hundreds of reactions very quickly, you assume it must be real. You think this must actually work because everyone says it does. But none of it is real. It's manufactured hype, carefully engineered to make you trust it. And by the time you realize that it didn't work for you, again, they've already moved on to the next version of the same thing. Meanwhile, honest creators, people like me and many others who actually put in the work and care about helping you, we get buried. Our videos only reach a few hundred views because we don't overpromise or rely on gimmicks. And that's exactly why most people scroll past. But those few hundred views, they come from real people, not bots, not fake accounts, but people genuinely looking for real answers. And still, we are the ones who get ignored or even blamed for not being convincing enough. While the other creators who are misleading people for profit only are getting rewarded, promoted, and even paid. It's completely upside down. The people trying to help are getting pushed aside, the people causing harm are celebrated. And here's the hard truth I had to accept. I can't even fully blame them anymore. They're just playing a system that rewards the lie over the truth. They figured it out. They know the truth doesn't trend, but illusion does. I've actually solved the problem, but I've learned that solving it isn't enough. If you don't have the means to promote it, or if your message doesn't match what people have been led to believe they need, you don't stand a chance. Because the system doesn't reward honesty, it rewards whatever sells the fastest and sounds the easiest. So while their skin looks perfect on camera thanks to money, private care and edited content, they keep selling the fantasy that people want to hear. And people keep buying it, and the cycle repeats. Until people start asking for the truth, even when it's harder or slower, nothing will change. The marketers will keep pushing the same message. The influencers will keep cashing in. And the skincare industry will keep growing, not on results, but on fake promises and emotional manipulation. So the real question is this: do you want something real or just something that feels good for a moment? Because in the end, it's your choice.